The Cuyahoga County Board of Elections has a new home and a familiar problem: rising costs. In April, the board announced a budget deficit of $1 million. Tonight, a 3 News exclusive reveals the office was flagging those concerns to the county long before they became public. Peter Fleischer takes us inside the paper trail and explains what services are not being paid for right now.
In May 2025, the Cuyahoga County Board of Elections moved into a bigger, better office. But less than a year later, the agency is looking for $1 million on top of its allotted budget. The new building stretches the BOE thin, a reality 3 News discovered local leadership has known about and discussed behind the scenes more than 6 months before asking for more taxpayer dollars.
Now, the county executive's recommended budget for the Board of Elections, unfortunately, it is not sufficient.
3 News obtained emails sent from the Board of Elections to Cuyahoga's OBM, Office of Budget and Management, the agency who sets the county budget. One email sent in October 2025 warned that estimates for rent, repairs, and utilities would not be covered. Months later, emails in December and January show several restrooms required repairs among other maintenance needs, but there was no place to charge them.
I think there were some assumptions made, so we're going to make some projections on those, and those weren't correct at the time.
Board of Elections Director Anthony Perlatti explains his office tried to be transparent about costs before they became a problem.
There's things that we thought were okay. The county thought were okay. And then all of a sudden, again, as the building gets more and more use, you find out, well, okay, we do maybe have an issue here.
The funding hasn't been solved yet. Perlatti says for now, the county is covering the gap bit by bit, saving money where it can. One example, the BOE isn't paying the sheriff's office for security right now. Deputies are getting paid, but the county is writing itself an IOU from one agency to another.
But those bills are there, they're lingering. Office of Budget and Management won't process them until we get to a point where there is the correct funding.
3 News reached out to the OBM to ask why the budget was passed without covering basic operational costs. They declined our interview request, but said via email, budgets are developed using the best information at the time. However, circumstances can change, and departments can request additional appropriations subject to approval. What can you tell us, I guess, about if voters will feel or see anything different at all?
Voters won't. I won't let that happen. So we will, Board of Elections we will execute our duties as we always do. We're not going to cut back, and we're going to continue to figure out how can we do it better. Voters
may not notice, but the bills they'll end up paying for remain. Reporting in Cuyahoga County, Peter Fleischer, 3 News.